Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. Today I'm playing a game with what? I'm playing a game with Protoss. I know. And it's going to be a Protoss versus Zerg on Overgrowth Alley. I wanted to be recording a live game with Zerg, but then I actually looked up at the history and it turns out I've pretty much only been covering any kind of Zerg related content for StarCraft in a very long time. It's pretty much always been Zerg. So I figured, why not actually play a bit of a different race? And even though I'm not very good at this one, we should be able to at the very least figure out how terrible I exactly am right now with Protoss. So I am gonna go for, I'm thinking of an Immortal Sentry all-in. I mean, that's the stuff I die to the most often. So, I think it's only fair to assume that my opponent will also die to that very often. The only problem here is that I don't really know how to execute it. So we're gonna have to, like, sort of wing it and see what happens. This is gonna be terrible. My opponent is a diamond level Zerg. So, he's not by no means a bad player. He knows exactly what is going on in this matchup. Likely a heck of a lot better than me, so... Ooh, he has actually drone scouting, interestingly enough, right there. Alright, looks like we are gonna go for a Forge then. I was gonna go for a Nexus first, but if he's gonna drone scout, I'm probably gonna need the Forge first. Just to, have that, that safety. I don't know if he's actually gonna... Oh, do you think he's gonna, like, proxy hedge rush me? That seems to be popular nowadays. Don't really know though. I personally haven't really done that strategy very often at all. Gotta make sure that I scout out whether or not he takes the third base. No, looks like he's not. Is he? He's actually gonna do it. He is actually gonna do it. Wow, I have no idea if I will actually die to this. I have no clue. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's figure it out. This is a bit of a problem though. This is gonna be a bit of a wonky game now. I think I'm gonna have to put on Canons here. The one thing is that I don't really know exactly how to do this. And how to actually defend against this. But I'm gonna try and reduce the surface area of things. And I'm gonna go from here. Looks like he is gonna try his very best to get expansion up. So I'm gonna put down a pylon. If I can. There we go. Just so that he cannot go ahead and just simply put that thing down. I don't know exactly how much he's gonna commit into this though. He may not really actually end up committing a whole lot. Which would be okay for me. I am gonna need that second cannon. And I'm actually gonna put down another cannon right here as well. I mean, we're playing Protoss now anyway, right? We might as well be a little bit dirty. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to put down a gateway soon enough. Alright. Here we go. This is not even turning out that badly, to be honest. My cannon is just barely not gonna finish, I don't think, but he's losing a lot of mining time, so I am gonna be slightly ahead at this point. Yeah, just gonna cancel that thing. Okay, sweet. Pretty good, not complaining. I'm gonna go for an expansion next on the low ground. But I'm actually quite liking where this is headed so far. I mean, I'm gonna definitely be ahead at this point in the game. Actually, you can go here. You're gonna sneak out across the map and hide in the corner of the map, because we're gonna need proxy pylons a little bit later, right? Yeah, so he didn't actually finish the hatchery, which is the main advantage right now that I'm having. I could just go for like a follow-up with, other units instead of like, the shenanigans. I don't expect my opponent to be very defensible right now because he's gonna be thrown off his game. So what I mean is like, don't go for Immortal Sentry all-in, but maybe go for like a Zealot all-in. Would that be okay? That would be really dirty though. I would go full Protoss if I decide to do that. Well, I already have my probe out. I'm gonna do it, I think. I know I'm gonna do it. I am gonna... Yeah. Alright, this is gonna be real gross, guys. This is gonna get real gross real fast. Just wanted to warn you for that. I am gonna need a second expansion, but basically what we're gonna try... Wow, we actually found it. We actually found the probe. Impressive. Alright, maybe we are gonna... Okay, we're gonna go Immortal Sentry. Don't go off the plan, Lowko. This was the plan all along. We need this. Alright, we're gonna start chrono boosting out more workers here as well. And we're gonna try our very best to sort of go for this immortal stuff. Even though I don't really know how to do it. And I do know how to do a, Zealot with +1 attack all-in. Don't know if I should have gone for my upgrade first, by the way. Sick. Queuing up with all the workers, Lowko. Very impressive. But I'm gonna have to go for, like, another gas geyser, I'm assuming. Gonna have to chrono boost out about, I don't know, like 3 or so of these guys. 3 Immortals, obviously, to make sure we get everything going. Gonna also make a Stalker right now to ensure that we, cannot be overload scouted at least as easily as we might have otherwise. And I'm gonna put down that thing right there. Gonna have to make sure I don't get supply blocked as well. Getting supply blocked right now would be a pretty big loss. But I need more workers. I need more workers. You go over here, though. Make sure that we don't get scouted, Overlord. Or, yeah, make sure that we don't get scouted by Overlord. So far, though, I'm pretty glad with the way this is going. I mean, I can't really complain from here, right? It's looking pretty strong. I'm feeling pretty strong, at least. Let's get the other gas so we can make some more sentries. Already having the first one in production right now. Looks like my opponent doesn't actually have an Overlord in position. That's actually really unfortunate for him. Because that's gonna mean that he's gonna be really far behind in economy. Or in you know, knowing what is going on. So this is actually pretty cool. I'm liking this. Saving up Chrono Boost, by the way, right now. Oh, wow. No, no. Don't get supply blocked. I literally just talked about how I wasn't gonna get supply blocked. And then I get supply blocked. Wow. That is not very smart. That is not a good way to do this, Lowko. But anyways, let's start the Mothership Core next. And let's also start Immortals. We need the pylons. Come on. Alright, Chrono Boost these guys out. Chrono Boost. +2 attack? Is that even a thing? I don't even know if you do that. You know, you don't actually go for a +2 attack now because you can't afford it. Instead, we're gonna make +1 armor. Okay, that's 3 gateways. We need a bunch more. We're gonna need a second Immortal soon as well. Immortals are always so expensive, I've noticed, by the way. I don't know if any of you ever play Protoss, but Immortals are surprisingly expensive. The one thing that I'm having whenever I do play Protoss is that I don't know how to hotkey my stuff. There's so many hotkeys. With Zerg, you just sort of A-move, right? Most of the time. Let's be honest here. We are Zerg players in hard, but Zerg is macro or micro-wise far easier than any of these other races. And that's just, you know, the main part about Zerg micro is that you choose your engagement. That's like the main thing. Like once you've done that, you can just sort of A-move. That's like the main point of micro as Zerg. But here we go. We got all the gateways we would need for the rest of our lives. Gonna get another pylon as well because I can. And we're gonna start making some extra sentries. And I'm gonna have to Chrono Boost out the attack upgrade because else it's never gonna finish in time. This is looking quite solid actually. I think I'm gonna be in a pretty good position here. Alright, so you guys are gonna be part of this control group. You're gonna be part of this. Let's start leapfrogging a bunch of pylons forward. Alright. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to kill our own pylon here. Alright, you come over here as well. Cool. Oh noes. We actually got quite lucky there. Well, you just get out of here. That's actually a pretty big loss right now. Gotta need my Mothership Core now. Alright. Or, yeah, I did bring my Mothership Core, right? Please tell me no, I didn't. Genius. Genius, Lowko. Very smart. Okay, here we go. Gonna have to move in, though, because else I'm gonna start falling behind really rapidly. And I don't want to be in that situation. This is fine, though. I'm just gonna make a couple pylons at home, just in case. You go over there and start warping in some more of these guys. And we're gonna have to move. Oh wow, he doesn't even have a third yet. Wait, does that mean we're in like a beautiful position here? Okay, okay. Just go, Lowko, go. Oh, Lowko! Get that thing down. Go. Alright, alright. Warp in more guys. I should have moved this guy over, the Mothership Core, but hey. Oh no! Are we actually not gonna make this? Dang it. So close, yet so far. No! Dude, if I had engaged slightly better, I think I would have won here. But I'm still not out of this, though. I'm still not out of this. I mean, my opponent doesn't really have very much. Doesn't have a third. Unless he took it somewhere else, which is definitely a possibility. Alright, let's just move back. Maybe he took the other one. Do you think so? No, he didn't. He doesn't have a third. He does not have a third. That means we're in a pretty good position now. Alright. Let's just go home. Let's just go home. Get the upgrades. Alright. Okay. Gonna move over here. Gonna start attacking up instead. I already got my robotics bay coming in right now, which is good. But keep in mind, we still do have a pretty big economy. I mean, we got bigger economy than him, which is the main strength here. I'm gonna send this guy over to the corner of the map so I can start doing some damage with them later. You're gonna be hotkey number 5, you're gonna be hotkey number 6. I'm gonna start chrono boosting out this guy. If I had chrono boost, that is. I do. Alright, there we go. Alright, and we lost pretty much all of our sentries. That is a pretty big problem. But hey, we're still in a pretty strong position, not gonna lie. I'm quite liking this. I think he must have tried to retake a third by now. Oh wow, wrong button. Wrong button, Lowko. Gotta learn that. Can't just do that. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I messed up the hotkey of my Nexuses. I was like, wait, what? Tried chrono boosting there. It didn't really work. But we're gonna go for the blink upgrade right there. We're gonna start upgrading more. And I'm thinking of also going for a third base right now, because I think I'm gonna have to. I mean, why wouldn't I, right? Gonna make that little wall-in thing, what the Protoss always do. And I'm gonna start getting more of these guys, which are lovely at killing stuff. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he does find my observer right there on that side of the map, but I know for a fact that his army is still over there. Now, that doesn't say a heck of a lot because he's Zerg, and Zerg can move across the map everywhere, but still, it's better than nothing. Okay, warping a bunch more of these guys. Start warping in more of the probes as well, because we're gonna need them. Chrono Boost upgrades. Got another pylon right here, so we can block here with a probe. And let's go for another Colossus, and maybe move out across the map once we hit like +3, or like, you know, +2 attack and something like that, and maybe a bunch of these Colossus. Also gonna have to start tacking up towards High Templar soon, I think. That would probably be a good idea. Alright. So my opponent is going for Swarm Host, which is not ideal. It's a bit of a problem for me. Gonna need my Colossus. Alright. Maybe have to actually go for a second robotics facility here. That would probably be my best choice. Alright, he does have a lot of them already. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright. Third Colossus coming in right now. You come over here as well. And we're gonna start chrono boosting out more and more of these guys. Alright. Let's go. Ooh, he does have a pretty big army there. Not being a fan of his. Probably should have been a little bit more careful. Alright, as soon as this wave dies, we're gonna run in. Oh, Swarm Host. You guys are gonna get nerfed soon. Alright. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Alright. Alright, alright. Oh, meanwhile I'm getting wrecked, apparently. Alright, we did kill most of the Swarm Host there, which is nice. Oh, noes. Okay, we did kill the Swarm Host, which is nice. And my opponent still does not have a very big economy here at all. This is actually problematic here. Got 2 Colossus about to finish. I hope those would come out. Alright, you go over there. Luckily for me, he isn't target firing it down or anything like that, which is good. Okay, we're gonna have to start warping in again. Oh, you actually managed to kill one. Dang it. Alright, alright. Well, you can go over there then. Gonna need a whole lot more of these buildings though, so I can warp in. Alright, let's do a little bit of counter-attacking here. Oh, no. Not gonna happen. He does have the gold. Ugh. Alright, we are gonna have to move out very, very soon. Right when this Colossus finishes, yeah, we're gonna go. If I could, at least. Okay. Oh my god, Lowko, no! It looks so good though. I'm actually quite happy with the way this is going, considering I am so bad with Protoss, but looks like we're gonna pull the boys and just call this one and all in. Because there is no way we're gonna win this one if we start macroing. It's just not gonna happen. It is just not gonna happen. Alright, we got a lot of Colossus here. We got a lot of stuff, but is it gonna be enough? That's the real question. No, 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 no. There is no way. There is no way we're gonna win this. Oh man, I was actually quite surprised there with the way things are going, but it's funny to see this matchup from the other view sometimes, you know? Like sometimes you're really stuck in your Zerg builds and whatnot, and then when you watch the actual matchup from the other view, I think you would be surprised sometimes with the strategy involved, so to say, because I've only just now really noticed how annoying these swarmos are, even when you only have a few of them. I mean, obviously was aware of it, but not to the extent. And obviously, well, I didn't play this very well. Well, we still have a sizable army, though. I don't wanna surprise anyone here, but well, we're gonna have to recall, I'm afraid. Well, that's not the way I was supposed to do, but hey. Okay. You go back home. You go back home. I forgot you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see how much we can do. We have no more income though. Micro the stalkers. Okay, here we go. Here we go. He says GG? GG? What? What? I was giving up this game. I had given up this game. Wait, what? I don't think... I got so confused. Alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I will give him the satisfaction, okay? To be able to nuke down my base. I will wait. Because of your mutas. I'm a Zerg player, usually. So I know the feels. Man, mutalisks are pretty good as well. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.